What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through some Orcust K9 combos that play through the most detrimental hand traps to this deck. The K9 engine for this deck is designed to help push the Orcust engine past any type of high impact hand traps to this deck, and so I will show you guys the combos on how you can push through those interruptions. Before we get started, again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as well as hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. It really does help push this video out to the algorithm and make others notice, as well as just highlighting the video for other people's feeds. So I really do appreciate your guys' support. Okay, so getting straight on into this combo here, we're going to go ahead and normal summon our Girsu. The Girsu is going to get negated by Imperm. This is going to be the most high impact place that you can Imperm this deck, and so a good player is going to know that, and they're going to negate this card accordingly. So we're going to go ahead and link this card off, and this combo is showcasing if you have Jokul and any other card. So we're going to summon our Galatea. We'll pitch any card from our hand to go ahead and search for our World Legacy World Chalice. Again, it's very realistic to have this combo in hand because we have 9 copies of Jokul. So we're going to have Jokul effect here. We're going to go ahead and summon these out. We'll use Jokul effect on field to search for Lantern. We will then go ahead and overlay these cards into Ripper. We're then going to use Ripper's effect, specifically detaching Jokul because we need a K9 for our Lantern in the graveyard. We're just going to go ahead and grab Force Release right away. If the opponent has something like Imperm Nib again, like a second Imperm and then a Nibiru, they would probably Imperm your Ripper there, and then you can kind of, make the read that, that it's possible that they have Nibiru in hand, and you can play accordingly based off of that. But if they do not do that and they're holding the Imperm for when they want to Nibiru you, they say, okay, well, I'll let you search, and then I'll nib you after you try to summon out Lantern or something like that. Then this is why we just want to go ahead and search the Force Release, because then we can dodge that targeting negation with the Force Release. Again, probably an unrealistic situation, but we just want to play around cards as much as we possibly can. So we're going to go ahead and summon out Lantern by targeting the Jokul, bring that out. We're going to go ahead and use Lantern effect to go ahead and search for Case for K9. We'll then immediately activate Case for K9 and go ahead and search our copy of Azuna. This will be another form of interruption in our hand and another piece of the layered board that we have here. We are then going to go ahead and overlay these cards into our River Stormer. We'll activate the River Stormer effect to go ahead and search for Scrap Recycler. We're going to use 2 machines in the form of our Link 1 and our River Stormer to go into Platinum Gadget. We'll then activate Platinum Gadget effect, summoning out Scrap Recycler, dumping the Harp Horror. We will then go ahead and use Scrap Recycler to summon out our Clockwork Knight. If you have post side added in the Clockwork Knight continuous spell, you can go ahead and send away Case for K9 with the Clockwork Knight to go ahead and get that card from the deck. Otherwise, we're going to use Clockwork Knight to go ahead and summon back the Scrap Recycler by sending away the Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget cannot be used as link material the turn that it's summoned, so it is okay that we lose this card off the field, as well as Clockwork Knight. Just to kind of inform you, this is not a cost. The cost is just targeting the Scrap Recycler. If it resolves, it sends away the Platinum Gadget. Then we will resolve Scrap Recycler by dumping the Symbol Skeleton. We'll then go ahead and use our Galatea Link 1. We want to be locked as late as possible into darks, so we're going to summon out Galatea by banishing our Girsu Mech Knight. We will then go ahead and use our 2 Link monsters to go into Galatea Link 2. We want to get Link monsters off of our board as well, just because if we have the opportunity to make IP, that requires 2 non-Link monsters. And so that is why we want to do it that way. We will then use the Galatea Link 2's effect to shuffle back the Orcust Mech Knight and go ahead and set our Babel. We will then just immediately activate the Babel. We will then go ahead and use our Harp Horror. This is where we will get Dark Locked, and we will go ahead and summon out another copy of Girsu. We'll then use all of these as link material to go into our Link 4, And then we will use our symbol skeleton to go ahead and summon out our Galatea Link 2. We'll then use Dingirsu to go ahead and bring back the symbol skeleton. And finally, because we do have a Girsu in graveyard, we have an extra Orcust name that we can banish off of the Link 1 to summon itself back. And again, this is a cost, so you can do this in the same chain that you're wanting to take something. You'll just go Galatea, banish. In the same chain, you'll go ahead and activate that to take. But we'll go ahead and add this back for follow-up to have another card in our hand. The only unfortunate part about this combo is that we don't get to crescendo. That is why the Girsu is pretty important for it to resolve. But again, if you have a Joko in your hand, this is pretty good for getting impermed. And so we'll go ahead and set our force release. And now I'll go through the inboard that we have. Again, this is through an imperm on our most important starter being Girsu. And just by having a Joko in hand, we are able to extend into this board here. So we have double protection in the form of Dingirsu. If this card leaves the field, of course, we can use Symbol Skeleton to bring it back. We can also use Symbol Skeleton to bring back the Inland Girsu if that leaves the field. This is a non-targeting permanent take. As well, if it gets cleared from the extra monster zone, it can be banished from the graveyard to go ahead and non-target send another card that your opponent controls. You can use Ripper Negate for a hand or graveyard monster effect. We'll go ahead and use Force Release, popping something to upgrade either into a Jax or a Werewolf, as well as the Azuna being an interruption in our hand, being able to dump Lupus and then go into either the Jax or the Valon. And then, like I was saying, we have Galatea Link 1 to banish Girsu. And in this same interaction, you can pitch the Harpor from your hand to search for the World Chalice that was pitched to the graveyard off of the Ripper effect, and then use Inland Girsu effect, add back the Girsu, and you will go ahead and shuffle back the World Crown, and then keeping Girsu in your hand for follow-up. We're going to get into our second combo here, arguably probably the most important combo and what people are looking for in terms of the Orcust engine, and why people are honestly discounting the Orcust engine. They are saying that this engine is not good because Lancea is back in the format because of Malice and because of Fuwalos. I will tell you 100%, if you are playing against Orcust K9, I do not know that Lancea is the answer for you. I understand the thought process of putting in Lancea, and maybe if you don't have any other side deck cards, and you just want to turn off the Orcust engine, it does completely shut off the Orcust engine, but it doesn't do anything other than that. So if they have any way to combo with K9 cards, you are putting yourself in a fairly poor position because now you're down a card and they're setting up a lot of interruptions anyway. So just keep that in mind when you are going up against Orcust and you think that Lancea is a high impact hand trap against them. The real card that we are concerned about is Fuwalos. Even in this combo that I'm going to show you, we are going to be giving our opponent 3 draws. And I promise you, those 3 draws are worth it. Your opponent is going to start with 8 cards instead of 6 cards, just making Ripper and the Force Release. And we are going to have so much more than just that if we let them draw an additional 2 cards. So what we will do is we'll start off our combo. This is going to be with Azuna, just Azuna by itself, or it's going to be with Joko plus any level 5. So we're going to go ahead and activate Azuna effect, summon itself out, activate Azuna, put Lupus in the grave. Lupus is going to summon itself back, and then we are going to go ahead and immediately XC summon into Ripper. We will then use Ripper effect to go ahead and pitch specifically the Lupus. It is unfortunate that we won't have targeting protection on this, but we need this as part of the combo. We are then going to add Noroi to our hand, which I'm sure is already getting a lot of people worked up. We are then going to go ahead and set our K9 Force Release because our opponent activated a monster effect this turn. We're then going to normal summon our Noroi. We are going to activate its effect to summon from the deck. We will give our opponent an additional draw. We'll go ahead and use Jokel's effect to grab Lantern. We will then go ahead and use Noroi's effect, sending away the Jokel to go ahead and look at our opponent's hand. We are then going to activate Lantern effect, bringing back the Lupus. And then what we will go ahead and do is use Lantern effect to search. We'll search for case, we'll activate case, we'll search for a copy of Azuna to have. And then what we will do here is we will go ahead and use these 2 cards to go into IP Masquerena. We have to do this. We have to send away the Jokul to go into IP because of the way that Naroi locks us. But if you look at this end board, it is much more favorable into 8 cards than just Ripper plus Force Release into 6 cards. We have IP Masquerena that can go into our SP by using the Lupus. And then if your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, we can summon out Azuna, we can summon out Lupus, we can then go ahead and XC summon these into a Valon or into a Jax. We also have our Ripper Negate, and we have Force Release that can go into Werewolf or into Jax. So this is a lot of interruptions through that. I am not saying that it's not going to be difficult to play through 8 cards in your opponent's hand, but this is the best option that you have. It just truly is. And again, you have hand knowledge at this point too. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you found value in this video. And if you are playing this deck, I hope that you do very well at your next event. And I hope that I am contributing to that success for you. I really do appreciate all of you guys watching and all of the support that you guys have given me so far. If you don't mind, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really does help out the channel more than you could know. And that is the way that you can give me your biggest support, is by that. I really don't feel like charging people for spreadsheets or lessons or coaching or anything like that is really right for me to do. I think that everybody's kind of struggling right now with the way that things are going. And, you know, we all just want to have fun playing this game, and we want as much education as we can. And that's what's beautiful about platforms like this, is that people who do spend some time and who are able to spend time on this game are able to give back and teach others how to be more optimal at this game. And so, you know, I really hope that I am able to provide that for you guys. And I really do appreciate every single one of you who are watching and who are commenting and who are pushing these videos out to people. So thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. And again, let me know what you guys want to see. I'm open to really doing any videos over anything. K9 Orcust is just the deck that I'm most comfortable with right now and what I'm playing at different events. But, you know, I've obviously topped with countless other decks in the past, and I know the format pretty well at this point, so I can go over anything that you guys want to. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.